we've got here is my latest thrift store purchase for about $10. There is a camcorder in this bag. I just cleaned off the top part here. It's not perfect. Like, you can still obviously tell that there's some dirt on the bag, but it cleaned up a lot better than it looks a lot better than it was. Cleaned up actually quite a bit better than I was expecting. This is the first time I've ever seen one with a hidden pocket up here. So you could stuff, oh, I don't know, maybe like a tape or two up in the upper pocket. I don't know if I could get it up. You could probably stuff something up there. It doesn't have much in the way of pockets, really. Most of it, it's that. There's these two pockets on the front. There isn't one on the bottom, I don't believe. Nope. And there's one on the back as well. The camera itself is in really decent condition. It's a Panasonic Camcorder IQ, model number PV-IQ415. Though you probably could tell that from the video title. It's got the hand strap. I just noticed that this camera actually does not have an accessory shoe like this one does, which, as you can see, has got a Panasonic PV-L5 video light on it. I believe it's halogen. Here we could take a look. It's just VHS-C, although it came with a VHS-C tape. There's the lens. See the overall appearance of it. It doesn't have a remote control. Excuse me, I've got a fancier model up there in the studio that does have a remote control. And I'm assuming would basically be the fancier version of this. The controls are a little different as well. This one has got the lens shutter and the power switch all in one, whereas the one up there does not. The one up there is actually set up similarly to, I don't know if I've got one sitting around, but it's set up similarly to this. Well, not quite, actually. It is, but it's not at the same time. The playback controls are on the actual unit itself. I could go over and get it, but, well, I don't want to take it out of its hiding place. I mean, there we can see, maybe, hopefully. You can take a look at all the various controls on it. Power switches on the back. You know, all that stuff. So it's a different control layout from this one over here. So you'd probably say that they're not really related. Maybe siblings. But, I don't know. I'm not really completely well versed in these. It doesn't have a color viewfinder, which you can tell just by the appearance of it. The camera I'm using right now does not have a color viewfinder. The non-color viewfinders look more like this. This is the one on the 608 that I've got. That's what the grayscale viewfinders look like, the CRT picture tubes. Let's take a look at the back. It came with a battery. The battery, of course, is stone dead, although I figured that out. I've already recorded the test footage on this. It sounds alright. Or it seemed to be working alright. There was a little bit of a potential crinkling incident, but it seems to be working. It didn't actually eat the tape. Come back around to this side. 14x variable speed zoom, it says, although it's not. It seems to be single speed. I don't think there's anything much else that I can say about this. It's another Panasonic Camcorder camera. And I just realized. Let's see if I can actually do it on camera. This piece actually comes off. I wonder what this actually even is. Looks like it's just a lens adapter. That's interesting. All of these cameras seem to have it. I'm running out of battery on this thing, so we're going to go ahead and we'll move on with the test footage. And it's claiming that it is recording. The tape is moving. See auto high-speed shutter. 10 seconds. So it is actually recording. This is a Panasonic, what is this thing? PV-IQ415 VHS-C camcorder with a video light attached to it. what is the video light model? I think this is a PV-IQ415 video light. It should work with my camera up there, which is my eventual plan. My plan is to put this camera, maybe potentially, up there, or maybe just use this one. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'll do something. It might end up being this camera that... Oh, actually, I don't think I can do that. Well, I'll think of something. That's what I'll do. It came with a tape. This is the tape. Looks like it's got some video recorded onto it. A 30-minute VHS-C tape, even though I don't think this is an VHS-C camera. It's got a couple dead pixels on the viewfinder. I don't know if those are actually on the video or what. It's got a better image sensor than this thing does, even though this is a higher-end camera. With an LCD screen and everything. So, I don't know. It also came with a battery, which I am charging right now. A single speed zoom. I think I've said before that I'm not the biggest fan of the zoom controls on these things. But I think that this is actually working and recording. I don't know what it sounds like. I suppose I will only know when I go and import the footage. It didn't sound pretty while I was trying to load the tape, but it's not eating the tape. So, I'll presume that it's actually working. That's what I'll do. This can't have been that high end of a model. In fact, it's so low end that I don't even see any way to invoke any kind of menu system on here. The playback controls are on the viewfinder stock. There's a switch here on the viewfinder. I don't know what it's for. If I push it, it doesn't really do anything. It says C manual. That might be for removing this eyepiece for cleaning. Of course, it's got the usual diopter adjustment on it. Overall, I'd say it's pretty similar in design to... I don't have one sitting out, but it's similar in design to the A206 and the A106 that I've got. The 206 is, of course, in that red bag up there, and then the 106 is in that gray bag. So, I think if I had to say or pick a close relative to this particular camera, it would be the 206, because this has a color viewfinder. Okay, so that turned out to be a false alarm, I think anyways, but what isn't a false alarm is that this battery that it came with is completely dead. Which isn't a surprise. I am actually using a battery though. I'm using the brick that I've got. Look at that sunlight. Wow. Next thing I need to do is I need to find my, well, I don't know where it would be, but my CR2025 battery, so I can replace the clock battery in this thing. But I don't have the video light on this because I think that if I had the video light on it, it would just kill the battery, so there's no sense in really killing any batteries if I don't have to. Right. So, I replaced the clock battery in this camera. I took the one out of the Sanyo because the Sanyo is a little bit too far gone for that to really be worth it. You know, this thing's got really bad capacitors, and well, using it the last time that I used it really didn't help. So I just took the battery out of that, and we'll call it that, because I couldn't find my my other pack. I know I have another pack of 2025 sitting here somewhere, which I'll have to, now I'm going to have to look for. And if I find them, I might put a battery back in this camera, but for now, I don't really think I'm going to bother. Because I think that this camera is a little bit, well, too far gone for that. This carrying case actually came with a Sony camera. It's in nice shape. Of course, one of the benefits of a battery is that I can take it wherever I want, provided the battery holds up, please. What do you think of this? I don't think he appreciates it. We'll see what he thinks of the camera. He thinks it smells funny. It smells different, doesn't it? In this cold, cold day. The road is terrible. But oh well. At least it's sunny out, so it'll get a little bit warmer. Time is close to being accurate anyways. It's 7:53 according to this thing, but... oh well, what are you gonna do? I don't think that's right at all. Yeah, I might have to look into that, because nobody else will. Check out the impressive amount of rust on that. Wow. And we're back to you again. I'm not sure if you can hear him purring. It's loud enough that I can hear it over the tape motor, though. Which is making an impressive racket, I might add. And, you know what? I think that's really going to conclude the video. I'm done testing. So, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. There's backlit compensation. I figured I'd turn that on just as a test. And we'll put on the fader for the end of the video. This is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then, there will be more computer videos, including of that one. Yeah. Oh wow, that was awful.